What I wish I knew before taking early retirement.
Today, I'm very excited. We're going to be doing the Yacht restaurant today here in Da Nang, Vietnam. It's been on my list of to do things. I just never got around to do it, so I'm really super excited. I hope you guys love it. The topic I wanted to discuss today is the things that I wish I knew before I had retired. Because a lot of times we are so excited to retire that we don't really think of everything and do, well, I didn't think of everything. I was so excited to retire that I really didn't think it through. So there's a lot of stuff that I really wish I had planned out, before taking my retirement. And there were really some costly mistakes. So I am sharing them with you in hope that you guys won't make the same mistakes and we will journey in retirement together. Come on, let's go check it out.
Don't be defined by your mistakes. The more you pay for them is the more you learn from them. Take back control of your life. I see the Yacht restaurant every morning as I go on my jogs. Now, it's a seafood restaurant that opens for breakfast, it says, from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it opens for dinner from 5 p.m. to midnight. It's really an old yacht that they have converted into multiple restaurants. I'm thinking the view should be spectacular, sitting on the water. Let's go find out.
Let's take the elevator up. Okay, so the restaurant is on the third floor. It's interesting. So we're gonna be having coffee because that's what they're serving this morning. A little dated, but cute. You can see all the way to the Dragon Bridge. The view is totally worth it. Totally. As I get ready to start the conversation about the 10 biggest mistakes I made when I took early retirement, it is a little sad, but we have to help each other as I disclose the 10 biggest mistakes I made when I took early retirement. I am hoping that it will help you in your retirement as we continue on our journey for better quality of life. First, just to introduce myself, I am a retired nomad traveler. So I travel the world and I don't have anywhere to predominantly call my home. So the whole world is my home. I am presently in Da Nang, looking at the beautiful Dragon Bridge. I should be here for another 3 weeks, according to my schedule. Then I hop over to Thailand, and I think I'm going to do a month in Thailand. Over the course of my life, I have held positions such as an optician. I got my medical degree. I'm a real estate broker. I'm an investor. I did everything possible to make more money, more money, and more money. When is it going to be enough? I ask myself. How will my body be at 65? When you look at the prosperity index for Americans,
Now, this index analyzes our life expectancy, and we rank a whopping 69 out of 100.
when you check out which countries are the healthiest, look where we stand.
In 2024, we came 14th place. It has been well established that the incidence of chronic diseases rises sharply with age and that the majority of patients with chronic ailments are over 65 years old. In the United States, about 80% of these older adults have one chronic illness. I myself have two. So if chronic illnesses starts at 65, bearing in mind the retirement age to start getting your benefits, the full retirement age is 66 if you were born from 1943 to 1954. After that, it moves to 67 because we're now blessedly living longer. I thought this was shocking, and I should share. We live our lives gathering wealth that we can't take with us. And by the time we stop gathering, we are way too old to enjoy it.
Ooh, the coffee's here. I don't want to defer too much, but I love Vietnamese coffee. Basically, Da Nang, because when I was in Ho Chi Minh, I didn't experience all this delicious coffee. I mean, think about it. Drinking this beautiful coffee in this environment, I just love it.
Here goes my mistakes from 1 to 10.
Mistake number 1. When I was making money, I didn't really think to myself that one day the money might stop coming in. So right after COVID, I lost pretty much all of my passive income, and I still had one daughter in college. So I had to really do a lot of juggling acts. It caused a lot of stress and anxiety, because if I had to prepare in case I lost my passive income, it would have saved me a lot of heartache and pain. We should always know that things happen. You're making the money, everything is coming good, everything is looking good. You're not thinking, what if you lost your passive income? I had about 3 different passive incomes, and I lost all 3 of them when the market took a dive. Plus, my portfolio got hit 1/3, so I lost basically 1/3 of my wealth and my passive income. Number 2, I didn't get rid of my luxury items. I mean, I had Corvettes, Jeeps, Rolexes, all these material things that, become so important to who we are. I should have gotten rid of all of that because the payments were there, all the expenses were still there, and I didn't get rid of the things that I didn't need until I was hit in the face and realized that, man, I can't afford these things anymore. Mistake number 3. When I had decided to retire, I should have reassessed my portfolio. I was always at very high risk. I didn't reduce my risk, and I could have easily reduced my risk. So when the market took a dive, there goes my money with it. And I was in retirement and I didn't have any passive income coming in. Plus I had a daughter in college. That was a very big mistake. Keeping it coming. I'm going to tell you all my mistakes. Mistake number 4. When I had decided to become a nomad, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I put my house up for rent. When I had put my house up for rent, it was very valuable. This was about 2 years ago. Right now I'm trying to sell the house or the condo, and I can't sell it for anything. It's dropped over $100,000 in value. I should have sold it when I had decided that I was going to become a nomad and reinvested that money. But sometimes fear cripples us, and I was scared to sell the roof over my head. But now I really wish that I did, because I've had it on the market even right now for the last 8 months, and I haven't even gotten one offer, not even to rent, not to buy. And by the time I had gotten all the hit on my portfolio, then I realized that I really cannot afford to live there anymore. So now I have this expensive condo, paying the bills for it. No one lives in it, and I don't have any offers to buy it. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made. I should have sold it. Mistake number 5. I should have waited until my daughter was out of college before I retired, because I had the house expense, the car's expense, my daughter's expense. You know, I thought I had it all good. I thought I had it all sorted. I had different portfolios accounts. You know, I had different passive accounts. I thought I was good, but I wasn't. I really wasn't. So good, so good. Number 6. We're on to number 6. I didn't have a backup plan. Did not have a backup plan. I did not have a backup plan. I lost a job, so I decided I'm going to retire. I'm rich enough. Did not have a backup plan. Did not know the market was going to crash. Did not know the real estate market was going to take a dive. Did not know I was going to lose all my passive income. Did not have a backup plan. When you're going to retire, have a backup plan just in case things start going south. Didn't have one. You know, didn't have one. So, that's why I'm here in Da Nang. Paying very, very little. Watch out all the videos. Very, very little per month, and can live like this. Oh, with my 59-cent sunglasses. Now, this is something I'm sure your advisors told you about. We never listen. I always say we read a lot of stuff when we're doing our portfolio. We read a lot of stuff when we're, you know, and it just flies over our head. We think we know everything, right? I always say when you're living your life, we're like kids. That your parents say, don't do that, don't do that. And you're like, oh, I got it. Don't do that, don't do that. Oh, I got it. You jump over it, you break your foot. You'll be like, oh, I should have listened to my mom. I should have listened to my advisors. When the market crashed, I told you I didn't adjust my portfolio. I went and adjusted my portfolio out of panic in the crashed market. And that's one of the reasons why I really didn't fully recover. Never change your portfolio in a bad market. They always say, and I'm going to quote them, don't let your short-term position affect your long-term goals. Mistake number 8. Don't we love talking about our mistakes? Make us feel so strong, right? Right? Not. Number 8. I didn't have a plan for my future as a nomad. I just thought I was going to travel the world, and everything would be great. I didn't have a plan, and I didn't do any research. Like, what does it take to become a nomad? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? You know, no research. Didn't think, what am I going to do in my spare time? What am I going to do after I finish traveling the world and I've seen everything I wanted to see? Didn't think traveling the world, fun, luxurious, is going to separate me from my kids and my family. Didn't think of that. Didn't think the relationships were going to get estranged. It does. Number 9. And this is more painful than it sounds. I didn't think about my exercise. I was always someone that went to the gym. I was very active. I didn't think about my exercise. Now, when you're traveling, I've been traveling maybe for 2.5 years now, and I didn't think to myself, I need to exercise my whole body. So I totally ruined my legs. Now I'm trying to get it back. It's been months. I don't know. It's like my portfolio. Number 10, the final one. You thought we weren't going to get there, didn't you? Number 10. Very, very, very. This is the resolution part of it now. Very important. That there's actually 4 stages of retirement. And I totally agree with this article. Here goes. Stage 1, which is a honeymoon phase. And this means
everything was new and exciting. That usually lasts 6 months to a year.
Stage 2, which is a disenchantment stage, meaning
where I begin feeling a little bored and homesick.
Stage 3, which is a reorientation phase,
where I had to reassess my time and my goals. Reassess the importance I had on money and material things.
And last and the best, stage 4, your retirement routine phase.
The retirement routine phase. This brought me to YouTube, where I now travel and share my experiences. To me, being on YouTube has really helped me to get centered, helped me to embrace my creativity.
So those are the 10 mistakes that I've made, and I'm really hoping that in divulging them to you, that it really, really helped. So let's continue to seek peace, prosperity, and happiness in and out of retirement. Until we meet again.